Jaden, don't review that thing. It's a figure that can make a man go insane.
Well, I guess it's time to review you.
Jaden, what are you doing?
Oh, hey Plush King. Just about to review this figure. Thought I'd review Earthrise Arcee for my 100th review. Been dropping hints all the time, so why not?
Jaden, don't review that thing. It's a figure that can make a man go insane. Why would you even review that?
Because I love views and money.
Seriously? Whatever, dude. It's your funeral.
Alrighty then. Let's review you. So after the siege line, our expectations for Earthrise Arcee were pretty big. I mean, the siege line had excellent engineering, excellent paint apps, excellent. But then the renders came out, and then it got in the hands of reviewers. And here we are today. Hello everyone, welcome to my 100th review. And this will be my most difficult review because today we'll be looking at Earthrise Arcee. I'm pretty sure it's obvious, but I don't often script my reviews. How it usually works is that I get the figure, play with it till I want to review it, and then I make bullet points on parts of the figure I want to talk about. However, with a figure like this, there's so many things I have to talk about, so I have to write a script for this figure. So let's start off with the vehicle mode as per usual. Now, I usually start with the vehicle mode because for me, sometimes it's hard to get the vehicle mode perfect for the video. However, I'm honestly tempted to start with the robot mode, but we'll get to that later. Anyway, just by looking at this figure, you could obviously tell I had no effort put into it at all. For starters, the top fin. It barely stays in. Just one simple flick and then it comes straight off. Looking at the car mode, this figure has the bare minimum of details such as paint apps and panel lining. Some people get annoyed that there are too many paint apps on a figure, that because it differs from the G1 model. However, this vehicle mode, and especially the robot mode, needed some paint on it. I mean, just look at the two. The original had way more colors on it, such as grays, and a way more eye-catching white. And believe me, the lack of paint apps just keep getting worse. Going down to the bottom of the car, look, as you can see, the tires differ from the original model. Now, I usually don't care about that. However, this figure looks like it doesn't even have any wheels. I mean, it looks like a sponge. Now, I don't usually do this to any figure. Jet figures, car figures, anyone. However, I gotta make an exception for this because this is a big issue. This figure is a shell former. Now, I don't have a problem with shell formers. Honestly, I like some of them. Like the Siege Seeker mold. It's kind of a shell former, but it manages to pull off a lot of twists and turns to make a very awesome Tetrajet. But this just folds under and then gets wrapped around. Yeah, you guys are angry about the Combiner Wars aerial bots? Well, this is way worse. And because of this design, it can't even roll decently. Like getting a figure with the function as a decent car and losing the ability to even roll, like, what? Going off of that, even if you can roll her around, this messes up the paint apps that will be present on the robot mode. Flipping it over, as you can see, there are scrapes on the chest. So, yeah. Even if you can roll the figure, it's still messing up the chest. So that's about it for the car mode. It's bad, but time to go to the whack transformation and see this. Oh god, this whack robot mode. Help me. It might look pretty easy to go from vehicle to robot, and I'd say that's kind of true, since you're just mainly unfolding everything. However, turning this figure from robot to car mode is the most dreadful experience I can. Okay, before I rant about this figure, I just want to tell you about the curse of all Arcee toys. Now, almost all of them are G1 based in some form or another, which is why the shell former thing comes from. Like, from what I've seen in reviews, animated Arcee and Thrilling 30s Arcee have the same problem. This figure is far from the worst case of shell forming. However, even with the shell forming, the robot mode isn't worth it. The face is a decent sculpt, however, it lacks any detail. Arcee had bright blue eyes, a pink face, lipstick, and this figure's just doing white face.
Oh, fuck, I gotta take a big shit. What the hell?
What?
You okay there, buddy?
Just putting on makeup to prove a point.
I'll just go outside.
What's really weird is that the repaints of this figure have way better painted faces. And even they have the same budget as this, so I don't understand why this figure lacks so much paint. As for the rest of the body, it's pretty accurate to the original design, which is kind of the issue with Arcee toys in general. Like, if they're true to the G1 design, then they end up with some kind of backpack. For example, let's look at the Prime Arcee design. She's a female Transformer body type, and it fits well with the motorcycle, since those are slimmed down bikes. And that also goes with the Energon Arcee. She turns into a motorcycle and pulls it off pretty good. Now look at a figure like Power of the Prime's Moonracer. She turns to a car. The shape of the car is so blocky, and then when you see a fembot, the designer is like, well, where are we going to put all this kibble? Some female figures manage to pull this off greatly. Kingdom Air Racer, Kingdom Black Arachnia, and Studio Series Shatter. They push around all their kibble all over their body. Here's hoping that Legacy Arcee and Studio Series Arcee come out good. Oh, wait. It's kind of a shame that because of the G1 model, every Arcee will be cursed with an awful backpack, with a couple exceptions. Speaking of backpacks, this figure's backpack can detach from it to become more G1 accurate style of back. And the rest of the kibble becomes a hoverboard. Yeah, this sucks ass. First off, Arcee attaches to the hoverboard with the siege blast effects on the back of the car. Like, I guess this is cool, but look at it. Like, it would be one thing if this looked like an actual hoverboard or something interesting, but this just looks like the back of a car. Personally, when I display this figure, I toss the hoverboard in a baggie, but you won't be seeing this on my shelf anymore. For posability, this figure has a swivel at neck, can T-pose, swivel here, elbow, wrist can move left and right, swivel at the waist, cannot do the splits, swivel here, double knee, and a crappy pivot. So this is standard for Transformers figures. However, this figure isn't a Transformer. It's an action figure with a removable backpack. Like, if we're getting a figure that barely transforms and just, has a big backpack, I expect great posability, but this has none of that. So I've been collecting some G.I. Joe figures, highly recommend them. And these guys do so much more posability for this, and can even do the same pose as Arcee transformed into car mode. So what the hell, Hasbro? Well, let's just go to the size comparisons. Here we have Earthrise Arcee with Iron Tread, Blitzwing, Sun Barrier, Eraser, Dinobot, and Kingdom Megatron. And to add on, let's throw in Siege Chromia, Kingdom Black Arachnia, and Cyberverse Arcee, which is far better from this one in my opinion. Now, for my closing thoughts, this figure sucks ass. Like, honestly, it's the worst figure I've ever purchased. Like, the only reason I see a reason to buy this figure is for jokes. But there are actual decent or funny figures that have awful qualities. But there's no silver lining to this. It's not funny. It's not fun. There's nothing good about it. I hate this figure so much that I bought this. This is a much better Arcee. This is a much better Arcee because this is an actual Transformers figure. Even though this has a backpack, it is a far better experience. So I'd like to thank you guys for making it through 100 reviews so far. It's been a rocky road of so many figures, some that I stole, some that I hate. But now I'm done with this figure. I'm gonna take a shower.
2, 3. That one hurt the most, right?
Well, I made a couple dumb decisions. So, I guess Plush King was right. This figure kind of messed up my brain a bit. Made some dumb decisions the past week. I got a tattoo, got my ears pierced, and anyway, don't buy this figure. I think that's enough said, you know, it's not worth it. And wasn't worth reviewing it. But thank you guys for watching the video. I'm gonna go sleep on the couch now.
Hey, buddy. So, you doing better?
Hey.
Yeah, funny story. You've been on a bender for a week, and I had to give your couch to someone else.
Wait, what do you mean I don't have the couch anymore?
Sorry.
Who took my spot?